Alright guys, this video is going to be a little bit different and probably a little bit longer. I am going to be talking about the Alleyway Tarot decks and everything that comes with it, and what it's like to be a backer, or not a backer, a artist on the project. So if you are somebody that maybe you're watching this and in the future considering doing one of his projects and collaborating with Publishing Goblin, stick around because I'm going to be talking about that as well. This is my order. It just came today. I think I was one of the last people to get it. I will pull everything out. This is just how it got to me. Only thing I opened so far was this envelope. It is a promotional envelope. I don't know if everybody got this or what the deal there. It's just a basic postcard. I'm going to set those aside because I want to look at that later. I think it's just the printing material. So I ordered some prints. I ordered 2 of everything, or most everything. The different bags, so I'll pull them out because I want to see how everything's stacked in here. Then we got the booster pack, and I want to share with you the card that I created for another booster pack. I'm going to have to pause the video for a minute and open all of these as well so you guys can see that. But there is the Oracle of Secrets, and then there is the Oracle of Play. Sorry about this video a little bit, guys. I don't have any, my tripod is kind of broken. Then we have the Alleyway Tarot. Okay, so far, everything, like I said, is packed nicely in there. The only thing that I see actually damaged is kind of this box, but we will open that. I bought 2 of everything, and the other set, I'm just going to leave it packaged up as a keepsake for myself. They put absolutely no packaging in the box itself, but you know what? For as much as I ordered, it would be kind of silly to put extra packaging. I don't really even consider that damage so much. It's just the box. Sometimes it happens with them. So let me pause the video and open everything up, and then we will start doing some flip throughs. Okay, we are back, and I'm going to do the Alleyway Tarot first. I'm going to put timestamps down in the description box, so if you guys want to see stuff, you'll be able to see it there, because this is probably going to be one of my longest flip through videos ever because there's just so much on this project. So I do want to note that this was wrapped and in plastic and cellophane, as well as, whoops, sorry, got my hands in the way, the deck itself. And I do apologize about the shaky movement on the camera. My tripod is broken. So I'm going to flip through the deck and I'll show you guys the box too in a minute. I'm going to talk about it, like I said, through the perspective of a designer and being a part of the project that way, as well as being a customer. So the Alleyway, if you're not familiar with it, let's see, these are upgrades. So I'm excited about this because he mentioned some of this on the project. Oh wow. Okay, so I don't know if I should like show the front and back of these, because some of these are going to be probably basic, but I will just flip them over that way so we can see them. So the foiling on certain cards, I think he said there was a certain number of cards that he would upgrade the foiling on, and stuff like that throughout the project. These cards are really slippery. So anyways, the concept of the project is basically a collaboration project with a bunch of people who have indie decks, who have made cards, designs, a lot of different artists. All of that is noted in the book, whose card came from what deck and who the artist is. So it's really awesome. It's a collaboration. There's also a Facebook group that I am in. I'm somewhat active member. It just depends on, you know, what I got going on. But for the most part, I do post in there. But it's basically making your own deck, a magpie deck. Trading and swapping with friends. It's the story of the Alley Man. He's got a whole story with it, basically how he collects the tarot cards. And if you are into tarot, it's kind of a, I don't know what you want to call it, maybe like a folklore of the kind of a folklore that basically if you ever stumble upon a deck or find a deck that it is designed specifically for you, it's perfect for you. If it's missing cards, it's okay. That's exactly the energy of the deck was meant to find you. So whenever I have, you know, missing cards to a deck, I don't take it a big deal. especially if one is finding you, because it means you're called to it. So I don't know what you guys think so far of the Alleyman. If there's any of these cards, maybe you're an artist. If you're an artist, please drop your information down below so other people can find you. Let us know what card you designed. I'd love to hear that. If you're somebody just watching the flip through, maybe you're curious about the deck, going to buy it secondhand, or I think he sells these on the website, his website. You can look up Publishing Goblin. He goes by the name 7. I don't know the name of his official website, but I'm sure you can find it somewhere, and I will try to link stuff if I can. So it's just a collaboration of all the decks. Now I want to talk about from a designer's perspective, or being a part of it as a collaborating artist. Sorry, I have some background noise. It's my kids. I will start off by saying I myself was running a Kickstarter project, and I was really excited about how my project was going. It was about, I think, halfway through its goal to be funded. My Kickstarter campaign launched maybe just a day or so before he launched his. I don't really remember the details, but so I was excited, and he reached out to me. I wasn't sure if it was a scam, because if you've ever run a Kickstarter program, you will know there's lots of scammy people sending you messages throughout the whole time, and it's kind of comical, I'll be honest. So I didn't know if it was a scam, so I was trying to do some research. I had never heard of the project at all. I wasn't familiar with it. This is actually the 3rd run. So when he does these decks, and with this one in particular, I don't think he made a lot of extra copies. But it's kind of a one-time deal, one-time print. So when I did the research and I reached out to him, I found him on several different platforms. It was a little bit more like my mind was at ease. I'm like, okay, this looks like legitimate. So I decided to go ahead and go through with it. I thought to myself, the worst case scenario, I get scammed, and I'm just out my artwork for the 1 card, which honestly was not a big deal. I am part of the Astrology booster pack, so we'll get to that later. But so it was definitely a learning curve, and I'm loving these cards, guys. So many different ideas, and some of these decks I'm familiar with because I've seen them on Kickstarter. Some of them I might have shown on here. A few of them I wanted to back, maybe just didn't have the funds, or have backed, so that's nice. And about to show you the box soon, because we're getting to the end of this one. I'll pull 1 card for this deck and read from the book for you guys so you can see that. Almost done. This is cool. So it's just a really awesome collective idea. I'll talk more about it as we flip through the process. Whoops, oh no. Well, there goes all the cards. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Okay, that is the end, so I'm going to show you the box. So we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but that's okay. I do want to call out this box a little bit. It is very, very nice quality. Honestly, probably one of the best boxes I've seen on anything I've backed on Kickstarter. If you want to pause and read that, I will let you. It kind of just explains the Alleyman project. It's hard to do this with one hand. It has a nice magnetic flap. This is really sturdy, and the plastic was a great idea. I know it doesn't look as finished as like some people do the paper inserts, but it holds up in shipping, so I would give him props to that, to us, or to the project. I don't know, however you wanted to do that, for putting that in there. I went ahead and pulled 1 card for the collective. So this is how the book format kind of looks. Everything is in order, as far as like alphabetical order or numerical order based on the card. So I am going to read while I show the card a little bit closer. Okay, this is Judgment. It is number 20 from the Star String Tarot by Eliza Kelsberry. The judgment is the moment of intentional shifting, change, rebirth of self to release the version of you that has been growing and preparing for something new in particular. a new goal or a new space. Keep ownership for your future. Ugh, I almost said funeral. That would have been weird. Okay, so then we have like an entry. I think these are from the Alley Man himself. It says, in the reading, the judgment is renewing a cycle. It is shifting towards rejuvenation as much as Cicada's life spins between the graven earth and the open sky, a figurative literal reconstruction. It's the shell of ourselves from the inside that is growing and healing, challenging and ready. So I'm going to take a quick picture and put it on there because there's a lot to read. Hold on. Okay, for the sake of the video, I have opened the box, and this had an insert that slid out of the box. It's pretty plain. This box is pretty thin. I'll show you the box. I don't know if I showed you the other box. I think I showed everything on there really to see. The box is pretty basic, and again, if you want to read the back, you can pause the video and read the back. I'm not going to read all that. It had, again, the plastic cartridge. And then this is the cover of the book, and the inside, I'm looking at it with you guys, is full color. I don't know all the details of the deck. I think that this set is called the Oracle of Play. I think this is mostly Oracle decks that he gathered together. So let's go through the flip through of this. And I'll continue telling you guys about my journey as I flip through. So, some of these, I can't really read. What does that say? Wander Home? Okay, that's kind of cool. Some of these were upgraded through the Kickstarter that he wanted to do the foiling on. Forgot we're showing the backs of the cards too. So you will see the backs as well. Oh, I love this card. This is probably my favorite one so far. I'll have to look what that's from. Also, if you see a card, let me know what's your favorite. I do remember seeing this on Kickstarter. A really cool concept. Anyways, so basically 7, or whatever, I don't know if it's the name he goes by, reached out to me, and once I confirmed that he was a real person and it was a legit offer, I was really excited to be a part of the project. So he ended up messaging me and letting me know what criteria I needed to do. You know, my end, there was lots of legal contracts that he sent out that you sign, you're agreeing to doing this, you're going to uphold your end, and then depending on how well funded the project got, also depended on your payment. So there was incentive to kind of promote the deck further if you were part of it. So I think that was awesome. With me, it was my first project. I have this deck, and it was my first project, so I didn't have like a huge following. I didn't have a huge social media following, but some of these creators do, and it just benefits everybody. So I might read a little bit of the book and kind of tell you how this one is done, because I don't really know. One of the things, so this must be from the same deck, that's cool. One of the things I noticed through the process, and I like his decks, I've seen them online and I follow him on Instagram. I don't remember his name, but I like him. What was I saying? I keep losing my thought. Oh, throughout the campaign, he would send out updates, and that was the thing that was hard for me because I didn't actually back it through Kickstarter. Like, I was not a backer on the project, but he was pretty good about emailing us some of the content, because if you went to the Kickstarter page, a lot of the updates and things that were unlocked and things that were happening, things that people got to vote on, because some of this stuff was voted on, of how they did stuff, or Wandering Tears, stuff like that. You were only able to see that if you were already backing the project, I believe, some of his notes. So that was hard for me to go back, because I would have to pull up an email and go back to it that way. I think he was pretty good about communicating with us, though. Any miscommunication would have probably been on my end just because I didn't see something. This is an interesting card. I think the communication was pretty good. After the Kickstarter was funded, he did, you know, do his duties pretty much on time. There was a few setbacks through the way, just little hiccups. You know, maybe things took a little bit longer than expected, but it wasn't too bad. I will say with the size, I want this deck too. It's like the Everything Tower deck. I don't know. With putting together a project this big, I could see why it takes so long. This is funny. You know, while I was waiting, I think I waited about a year to get the deck, and that seemed like forever. Okay, I'll pull a random card. I'll read from the book for this one too. Hold on. All right, this is the random card I picked. I realize it's upside down, but that's how it came out of the deck. I'm just going to kind of go over the book. I'm not going to read from it, and I'll get to that in a minute. So I do see this book has a lot, and what the other book had as well was the booster packs in there. So I didn't know that that was going to be a repeat of information, but it is good in case you only bought one, because I was thinking when we did the other one, what happens if you don't have that main book. I know he did do digital formats on these as well, so if you want to read this message, I'll try to hold this pretty steady, but you can pause and read. Part of the reason I don't want to read from this is because this font, I'm not a fan of it. It's hard for me personally to read, but that is just my personal opinion. He does in the beginning of the book, on this deck, I kind of took a second to read, but he says this is just a fun deck. You can play with it. You don't have to read into the Alleyman story. These are like his journal entries. I believe I kind of explained that in the other part of the flip through on the other deck. So those are his journal entries. I don't know. I haven't looked if they're the same, but I'm thinking they probably are the same because the format's the same on the astrology area. So it talks about it. It says that there's little Easter eggs hidden in here. I don't know if anybody else has this deck. If you found any Easter eggs, let me know, because I know there were some people in the community talking about how they couldn't find the Easter eggs hidden throughout the deck as easy as they were to find them in the other one. Oh, I like this. You see that little teddy bear in there? It's cute. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think of the Oracle of Play. Again, this is just an Oracle deck with a bunch of different cards from different decks that you can kind of maybe just pull out and read intuitively. All the cardstock is the same from this deck as the other deck. It is thin, but not flimsy. Seems to bend really well. If I can set up my tripod, I will do a shuffle at the end too, so you guys can see how these shuffle. Okay guys, let's do this. We are on to the Oracle of Secrets. I want to say out of all the boxes so far and the booklet, this is probably my favorite. If you want to pause it, you can read the back. This is definitely something that I like, though. I like the holographic edges. It is like the other boxes to where it has the plastic in it. I think if I do a deck again, I want to do something like this because I like it. Let me know what you think so far. What box do you guys like the best? I also like this book cover. It looks like a magazine. So this is the Oracle of Secrets. I haven't looked through the book yet. We'll come back to that. Let's do the cards. Whoops. It's like they're popping out. Okay. So I'll try to show the front and the back of the cards. That's also, I don't know if it's just going to be 2 from this deck. Oh, this one is 2. I like the foiling cards. I wish so many more of them were foiled, but that would get pretty expensive on a project like this. I got this deck too as well. And I remember seeing this one. So do you guys have any of these decks that you see featured in here? What are your thoughts about this? Is this something you'd be interested in? I will say, as a content creator, I really wish that, I know throughout the campaign he had a couple elements that needed to be designed. I think one of them was like the book covers. I want to say, I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, that he had a mat that he was making, or like a cloth. I know some of the stuff he wanted to design and some of it he was having other designers do. I wish I would have been asked to make something special just for this campaign. I think that would have been nice. And then it would have just been artwork limited just to this. So that would have been awesome. I like these cards though. I like the vibe of it. This is kind of, I would say, like more of a dark, mysterious vibe. I like it. Was there anything on this? Just blank space. So again, this is more of an oracle deck, but some of these look like they're tarot cards mixed in. So maybe from decks that are a little less traditional. Again, that artist, I thought that was who that was. I just know the back by the backs of the card. Isn't that crazy? So as an artist, I would definitely recommend doing this again. There was a lot of waiting. I think I was probably one of the last people to get my deck too. Just seeing everybody else in the group saying, oh, I got mine, or when they would send out the shipping notice and people were like excited to get theirs. I was like, when is mine coming through? Uh-oh. Oh, my phone had low battery. So that was kind of hard. But I think what ended up happening with the campaign is they waited to ship out the larger orders last. And I did, like I said, order out of the decks. I pretty much ordered 2 of everything. Ordered a couple extra things, some art prints. I did not order the custom box or the statue. I just didn't have the funds for that. Some of these feel kind of weird. If I was running a campaign though, I think I would have sent out some of the things as they were ready, and the people that ordered the other things maybe wait and ship theirs all together, but I don't know. I think it would be a hard decision to make because I could see some people getting upset or not wanting to wait that extra time. Okay, we are going to move on to the booster packs. Oh wait, I gotta pull a random card, I forgot. So the card I pulled was Guilt. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it so you can see it. If you want to pause the video and read, you feel welcome to. Or just look at the card and see if you get any messages from the card. Alright, and we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so I got 3 booster packs here. I got the podcast booster, the astrology booster, which I'm featured in and excited to talk about. And then I think I accidentally ordered a blank pack. So we will open that, but I don't think there's anything to look at. Alright, here we go. Okay, I will have to look and see if these are in the book. But I think he has a special podcast series that goes with these. These are definitely interesting. I would see these and just maybe add these to like the Oracle play or something. I don't know how else I would use these, or just share them with friends. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a different version of the Alleyway. Okay, cool. And that's the last one. Okay. The only thing I would say is I ripped mine sideways. Whoops. I need scissors so I can cut them across. I wish the little tear things, which you can see on here, were the other way. But I'm probably going to open the other one that way too. So hold on. Okay, now we are on to the astrology pack, and this is my card. I'm so excited. I did submit a special back for this. So if you back the deck it actually will be different in this deck versus the one that I printed through Kickstarter. That was an intentional choice by me. I let my people vote on the color, and then I picked the color that I thought would be least likely to be voted, but I still liked all the color options that I had people vote on. These cards are all really pretty. I like them. And I think when I redo my astrology deck, I am going to include a card like that. It's actually going to be a full astrology deck. It's going to have a lot more. I'm trying to get closer to like 70 cards, but I did want to show the difference between, this is what printed with mine. There are slight color variations, and that is just because this is printed on a different color cardstock. The artwork is identical, so there's nothing different, but you can feel like the colors just came through a little bit better on mine, because when I did test prints, I was coloring to this. If I did a test print for this, I probably would have modified colors a little bit, but that is just a me nitpick thing. And see, this is the back. This is for the Alleyway, and this is for the Astro Kitties, the difference. Okay, enough of that. Okay, and these are the blanks, and I'm glad I opened it because it's not what I was expecting. So the backs all have designs. How cool is that? I'll do a quick flip through. I thought there would be nothing to show you guys, but I am surprised. That's their little logo. And I like how all of these look like they could be read either, well, that one might not be. Either way, so I like decks when you shuffle that you can't tell what's upside down and right side up. So I don't know that I'll utilize these, but I wanted a deck just to see. Okay, now we will get into the fun stuff. This is the bags. Each one kind of has a different thing. I went ahead and got all of them because I put it aside. Oh no, my candle, it's bent. That's okay. I assume that just happened in shipping. It probably got hot at some point and melted. I will open that bag in a second. But these are the charms that it came with. So we were told that little trinkets and charms would be in the bags. We wouldn't know what they are. So I think that's cool. Let me open that up. So this is really cool. I didn't remember what this was, and at first I thought it was a pendulum, which you can definitely use it as a pendulum. But this is the key trinket that was coming in. I want to say all of these are pretty nice quality. They're not like real metal. It's kind of a plasticky metal. I don't know what this is made out of. It's very similar to this jewelry charms that it's made out of. I don't know if I could use this candle, honestly. I was excited to do something with it, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, okay, and here's the next bag. And I apologize, I don't remember the names of these bags. I just got them. Okay, so this comes with the cloth, which I didn't even know I got. Like I said, I kind of bought these afterwards, and I was like, okay. This is the one that comes with teeth. Oh my goodness. These, hold on, I gotta set them down so you can see them. These are pretty awesome. Sorry, my fingers are kind of dirty. These, my camera is not picking it up really good. Look kind of like real teeth. They feel kind of like real teeth. These are so weird. I love it though. It's a nice touch. Let me open up the coins and the mat. Okay guys, I can say that I'm honestly liking this bag a lot more than I thought. This is cool. So these are coins, and they are made out of like more metal-y material. So this one has two different sides. I like this is more like a button. This one looks like it has a cash register and either a TV or a computer or something. And then this moth. At least that's what I think it is. So these are all pretty cool. I like the contents in the bag. I was wondering how these would come out because I was looking into doing a yes no coin out of something like this. So I like the quality of this. It's very heavy. This is nice, good quality. The cloth is also really nice. It's velvety. It is not as big as I thought. Here, I'll grab the card so you can get an idea. It is big, but not super huge. And it is thick velvet. This is the back. So I love it. Okay, this is the third bag. It is cheapy. I zipped it and unzipped it because this was not staying zipped. It wasn't even zipped when I got it, so I zipped it to unzip it, if that makes sense. Okay, I can't get the last thing out of there, but that's the little guy. Okay, I want to open all these so we can look at them too. And it comes with the dice. Cool. Okay, I believe that this one went with the Oracle of Play. They kind of go together. So you got the dice, you got the tokens, which are meant, sorry I keep dropping it, to look like arcade tokens. One side says level up, and then the other side just has the arcade, the imaginary arcade. We have the little Alleyman guy, which they made a giant replica of that, which I did not get, but this is cool. I like it. So I'll go ahead and roll the dice and we'll see what we get. Okay, so we got the sun, the sheep. Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't on it at first. So the sun, colors the sheep. Okay, so we got everything on the sides that I had laying out. That's weird. Okay, I will leave this, and you guys can pause the video if you want to read, and you can read the dice. Okay, and this is just another add-on that I got. These are prints. I got 2 sets of these, I believe. I just got these because I like a lot of the artwork. I wish that there were some other decks featured, but that's okay. And I wish that they would have asked me to make one, because I totally would have. But again, that's okay. This is printed though, if you do end up doing this, on a really nice, heavy, thick cardstock, high gloss. So it's really nice. They are really big in comparison to tarot cards. I think they are 5x7, maybe. That's what it looks like. So out of all of this, I really love everything. I think my favorite bag was the one with the teeth, just because of how real the teeth look. I thought I was gonna really like this candle charm one. It was cool too. I liked the key was a nice touch. And the dice are fun. I know Publishing Goblin or 7 or whatever, he has a whole dice game. I don't do a lot with that, so I don't know a lot about that. I can't speak to it. But I think out of the decks that we got, I think the Alleyway Tarot is my favorite. I like the overall design of this though, and I think I will use the Oracle Secrets a lot more. Maybe even just in readings. I think if I was going to use this Alleyway Tarot, I probably would just thin it out a little bit to like maybe the 78 cards traditional and play with it that way. I think I just like this Oracle of Secrets, so I like the book design. I like the vibe that the cards were giving me. The Oracle play was fun, but I don't know that this is me, you know what I mean? I'm not quite sure how I'll use it, but I think I will use all of these things. The booster packs, I don't know if I got all of the booster packs. I want to say I'm missing one. But anyway, I enjoyed the booster packs. I even enjoyed the additional cards. That was a surprise. So if you are having any thoughts about backing this project, if they do another one in the future, I would say definitely worth it. It definitely puts out quality product, because I was a little skeptical, but definite quality product. If you want to be a designer on it and he reaches out to you, I would say yes. Don't do it without hesitation. Everything went rather smoothly from my end. I mean, he's taking care of all the moving pieces. There's so much to this. So leave a comment if you're a part of it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. I'll put more videos out like this if you guys like this type of content. Just let me know what your favorite cards are, or like I said, if you were a part of the deck, I want to know what you created, and leave the information for others. So thank you guys for watching.